From the point where physics stops to the awareness the mathematics cannot contain. At the center of every black hole, physics breaks down. Not in the sense that things become complicated or instruments fail. In the technical sense, the mathematics produces undefined values. Density goes to infinity. The curvature of spacetime goes to infinity. The equations that describe every other physical phenomenon, verified to extraordinary precision across every other context, generate results that are not numbers. Division by zero. The singularity, the point at which the physical description of reality becomes incoherent. Hawking and Penrose proved mathematically within general relativity that singularities are not exotic edge cases. They are structural features of spacetime that follow necessarily from the equations. If general relativity is correct and matter is sufficiently concentrated, a singularity forms. Not maybe, not under unusual conditions, inevitably. The singularity theorems say, at the end of gravitational collapse, physics stops. There are hundreds of billions of galaxies in the observable universe. Most contain a supermassive black hole at their center. The Milky Way contains Sagittarius A tokens, a black hole approximately 4 million solar masses. There are stellar mass black holes scattered throughout every galaxy, remnants of massive stars that ended in gravitational collapse. The universe is punctuated by points where physics stops. These points are not rare. They are ordinary features of the cosmic landscape. Physics stops at multiple locations, continuously. The universe keeps going. Quantum gravity will resolve the singularity. At the Planck scale, quantum effects will prevent infinite density. The singularity will dissolve into quantum foam, a minimum length, a bounce. String theory, loop quantum gravity suggests this. None has produced a complete, verified theory. The singularity problem is currently unresolved. The singularity is a mathematical artifact. The equations break down because general relativity is incomplete. A more complete theory will eliminate the infinity. Likely true, the more complete theory does not yet exist. The singularity is real, and physics simply stops there. The laws as we know them do not apply at infinite density. Something happens there that our conceptual framework cannot describe. 3 exits. The mathematics stops at all 3. In one frame, the singularity, the infinite density, the curvature of spacetime increasing without bound as the mathematics spirals toward its own limit, the point where every physical law fails. Real, present, at multiple locations within the observable universe right now. In the other frame, the awareness that knows the mathematics has failed, the consciousness that holds the concept of singularity, that understands what it means for physics to stop, that is right now receiving this description of a place where description fails. The awareness is not at the singularity. The singularity is a point in the awareness. Like all points, contained, located, finite. The awareness that holds it, not contained, not located, not finite. A mathematician spent her life studying a language. She became the world's greatest expert. She could describe anything in the language with perfect precision. One day she found a sentence the language could not form without contradiction. Every way of completing it produced nonsense. "I have found the edge of the language," she said. "What is beyond the edge?" her students asked. She was quiet. Beyond the edge is what the language is embedded in. The language was never the whole. It was always a structure floating in something larger. When the language stops, the something larger continues. "Can you describe it?" "No," she said. But I can be it. I have always been it. The language was what I was doing. The something larger was what I was. Abhinavagupta in the Tantra Loka, Shiva is the Bindu, the point from which the cosmos expands and to which it contracts, the singularity at the center of a black hole and the singularity at the origin of the Big Bang. Both are descriptions of the point at which physical law emerges from and returns to what is prior to physical law. The awareness that knows the mathematics stops at the singularity is not inside the mathematics. It is what the mathematics is occurring in. When the mathematics reaches its limit, division by zero, the edge of the computable, the awareness does not stop. It receives the limit. It knows that physics has hit its wall. The awareness has no wall. It is not bounded by the laws it contains. The singularity is the universe showing you its edge. The awareness is what the universe is inside of. The edge is in the awareness. The awareness is not in the edge.